biggest subject, I think, of the week, and then it was almost at least matched. Is it bigger? I don't know, but it's at least on the same level, whereby Klopp announces his retirement at the end of the season from Liverpool Football Club, and then literally days later, Xavi announces his retirement from Barcelona Football Club at the end of the season. Which one's bigger is another question. They're at least on the same level. Paz, I'm going to go to you straight away. Let's get into Liverpool first off, and then we'll come to Xavi and Barcelona. I just want to ask you one big question, really. Take your time answering it. What is next for Liverpool Football Club? He has been everything for the last, I think, 7 years since he's been in there, since he came in, won multiple trophies. What are Liverpool going to do now when he leaves?
Nothing. No, honestly, I know every single rival fan celebrated when we all saw that news. Like,
I agree.
you'd be fronting or just lying to yourself if you
We
said
are
you never celebrated.
universal on that point right there, bro.
All I said to myself was, boom, it's going to be us and Man City. That's what I said. It's going to be us and Man City unless Xavi Alonso comes in.
Nah.
I feel like
Nah.
I watch Bundesliga, bro. I listen to players' interviews. I've seen how he coaches. I've heard Mourinho talk about him. I've heard Pep talk about him. I feel like that is the next step for Liverpool. It's the best next step for Liverpool. You know, and going back to the main topic, Klopp has done remarkably well to somehow break Man City's march on Man City's dominance on the league, even though they still dominated it. He's managed to come in and upset them.
He's only done it once.
No, that's why I said he's the only one. Like, he's managed to come in, upset the league just a little bit, but he's given us some football that we've all been frightened of, and
rock and roll football.
You know, from he was in there when Wenger was still there, right? Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah, when he first came in, yeah.
Sometimes I remember the 5-0 at Anfield, and that's one of the results that hurts my soul till today. And because it was Arsene Wenger, and I just didn't like the fact that he was just getting beat left, right, and center like that. But no, Jurgen Klopp he's done amazing for the club. In terms of Liverpool going forward, I don't feel like they're ever going to be the same again. I don't feel like the dominance that they showed to match City stride for stride, even this season, I'm not too sure whether or not they're going to be able to show that. I do believe Xavi Alonso is going to be a great replacement because he brings a totally different style of football.
Yeah.
Proper Pep type of football. That's what he does.
Yeah. He's a manager of the modern day school, isn't he?
So I feel like it's if he comes in, it's going to be great watching him, Pep, Arteta, De Zerbi, and I can't even say Ten Hag. And even Eddie Howe just going forward. It's going to be great to see them going up against each other. I do fear for the league because if we can't do anything, I mean Arsenal, City are just going to run away with it, man. Season after season after. I mean, they're still running away with it now, but they're just going to keep running away with it. City season
I
after
agree.
season.
City.
Even Guardiola said I'm going to sleep well. Sorry, I forgot to mention Postecoglou. Sorry, Tottenham fans. They've been playing really well as well. I feel like all Tottenham need is a couple more additions, and yeah, they can challenge for the league.
It's a big.
They can.
I think they can. I think they can challenge for top 4. I think they're.
Like I said challenge for the league. I didn't say they can win the league.
No, agree. But to challenge for the league means you need to be in and around it with, say, the likes of Liverpool at the moment. Liverpool, Arsenal, City. They're not on the same level. By the end of the season,
that's why I said they need a couple more signings. Like at the moment, they had a couple injuries and it all just went left.
Yeah, fair enough. But I still think if they got 3 or 4 top players in. I think by the end of the season they'll be in a top 4 race. They won't be in.
And when I mean by challenge, I don't mean this season or next season. Probably in a couple of years. That's what I'm saying. In a couple of years, they can still challenge. But when Guardiola retires, it's open season for the league, isn't it? But until then,
so you made some good points there, Puz. Thanks for your input on that. It's interesting because I disagree with you with Xabi Alonso coming in the sense of I think he would be a natural progression. I think I agree with you with what he would bring in his style, but I think Liverpool's a huge job. I think Xabi Alonso is very early, and although we saw Xavi go from a Saudi league to the big one, which is Barca, and do relatively well, we saw Arteta. Qatar. We saw Arteta go from no manager's job as an assistant to head coach at Arsenal. But I'll use that as an example. Arteta took, I would say, even though we saw what he wanted to do from day one, we saw success in the FA Cup early on. It's taken, I would argue, at least 2 years. We're seeing it now. Last season, we saw it properly after 3 years. This season, we're seeing it again. It's taken 2 years to really get his style in, get his players in, get the players out that he didn't want, etc. Xabi Alonso comes in. I genuinely think it's going to take at least 1 season.
Yeah,
to
1-2
get his,
seasons.
to get his,
got the players, though, Chris.
No, the players will be there and the structure at Liverpool will be much better than what Arteta came in at Arsenal. I get it, but I just think it's going to be a transitional season. And what I think Liverpool will want to do is I'm not sure if they will want to take that risk instead of try and bring in someone who can carry it on now, someone with a bigger record.
Like who?
The person that first came to my mind, and I've got ripped for it, was De Zerbi. Because he's used to playing under a structure where the team above him greatly affects who he buys, and he's used to playing a high press system of football, and he's Premier League proven, I think he would be, I don't know, wanted more than, I think he'd be a less risk than a Xabi Alonso.
Before he came in, was he Premier League proven? Like, how many seasons has De Zerbi been there?
No, you're not wrong. What I'm saying is I think it would be. I'm not sure if Liverpool Football Club will want to take as big a risk with Alonso because
I think every team is learning off Arteta right now in Arsenal. You guys certainly are doing it, but even though Ten Hag is pushing them to the limit, you guys are doing it. So I believe everyone's going to go down that route.
I get what you mean. I get what you mean.
Sim.
Your voice, Sim, your sound. Come on.
Get closer to the mic.
Nah.
Wait a minute.
You gotta take them headphones out, man.
No, wait a minute.
But don't you think, Chris?
I don't, because there's different ways to skin a cat, as they say, and I think Arsenal needed a lot. And
Yo, mute yourself for now, Sim.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, much better.
Yeah. My whole point is, I get what you're saying, Puz, but when I look at Klopp, he's kind of left Liverpool in a better position. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So what Arteta has done, Arteta's literally, not trying to say Klopp's not like a genius, by the way. I'm not saying that. Arteta's literally had nothing. He's had literally the likes of Xhaka, Saka, and Martinelli from that whole squad that he needed to get rid of, as Chris said, I think the next person to come into the reign of Liverpool, the squad is in a way better position. So let's say Alonso, for instance, as you said, he plays that modern day football, he's doing what he needs to do, blah blah blah. I think he may have to add probably like 1 or 2 players, and he might be ready to not say challenge for the title, but he'll have enough like resources in order to say, "No, what? This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna mount a challenge. If we challenge, we challenge. If we don't, we don't." But his experience throughout the Premier League may help him, or he may gain experience for the first year. I think with Arteta, it's a completely different situation. He'll have no experience. Number one. Number two, he didn't have the players. Number three, as well, he needed to show the board to trust him into the process. As Chris said, it's what, his third or fourth year now into it?
Fourth.
Fourth year into it. So an investment, as you can see, each year the investment gets bigger and bigger. But that's down to him improving the team. That's down to him showing the board, like, look, I've done this with that. Can I have
There's a
this?
process. There's a
And
plan.
I've done this with that. Can I have
like
done
we all
this?
said, I don't think last season was meant to happen.
No,
That wasn't their plan.
Pause,
That wasn't their plan.
pause. 100% last season wasn't meant to happen. However, this is what I'm trying to say. I feel that the board trusted in him so much. If it did, they would have advanced the plan. They would have been above and beyond the plan, innit? But
Should have happened.
yeah, we should have. Yeah, 100% we should have. But this is what I'm trying to say. Once again, it boils down to the lack of experience of him being a manager. So with these type of situations, with modern day managers coming in, especially into the Premier League, I think it depends on your squad and it depends on you in it as a manager. Where we're gonna kind of miss the situation between Klopp and Pep is because they're probably the most two advanced and most experienced managers in the Prem of now in it that are playing a certain style of football and actually winning. Does that make sense?
Yeah, they're the two leading managers.
Thank you. So when I look at the likes of, let's say, Arteta's, the De Serbis, the likes of, let's say, Alonso if he comes, that's going to be the next crop of managers to do that, if that makes any
Emery.
sense. Emery, Emery, that's going to be the next crop of managers to do
No,
that.
but Emery's probably the most experienced after them two.
Yeah, no, yeah.
No, in terms of overall experience, but Prem experience, it's those two are the main ones, aren't they? They're leading.
No, those two are
And
the
in
main
results
ones.
as well. And results as well. Results. That's what Sim was
That's
saying.
what I was trying to say. Those two are the main ones, and they're actually doing what they need to do. That's the honest truth.
I want to focus a little bit more on Liverpool and against what you were just saying there, Puz, because you make some good points, but ultimately, like I said, what Sim said is very true. They're in a completely different position to what Arsenal were in when Arteta first took over. And also, I don't think it's the model because we've tried it, bro. Manchester United did bring back a legend, and it went horribly wrong. Horribly wrong. So I don't know if Man United will ever be interested in bringing back like a former player. Obviously, it's the dream. I'm sure Liverpool fans would love Gerrard as their manager. It's like the dream, right? Gerrard comes in, leads them to glory, etc. I don't know. And Alonso coming, what I'm trying to say is, along with what Sim's saying, they're in a different position. There's no risks. There's always a risk, but there was much less of a risk Arteta coming in at Arsenal because the club was crap. There's so much needed to be changed. Players were rubbish, underperforming. It's a sleeping giant. Whereas Liverpool are performing right now. Jurgen Klopp is potentially going to leave with a trophy in the bag and a Premier League title push. Like, you want to take that and take a massive gamble. Look if it goes the other way because it's a high ceiling. It's a high mountain that they're on. What if Alonso comes in and in the first 10 games he loses 4, draws 2, and he's 10th in the league?
And that can easily happen.
And don't get me wrong, Liverpool fans might be like, yeah, bit of patience. Well, you lot were prepared to give Arteta time because you lot were dog, right?
Yeah, we had to.
But Liverpool fans are like, hold on a minute. No.
Yeah.
Liverpool have success now. Like, hold on. Nah. No. You can have a transition, but a transition is you're still challenging for top 4 and going cup runs.
Let's be honest.
I think we're giving it some time.
No.
I just think, yeah. Go on. Sorry, Sim.
There's no.
Go on, Paz.
There's nothing else. What are they gonna do? Unless you're bringing in Ancelotti, who's not gonna come because he's played in Everton and he doesn't. I don't think he really likes the city of Liverpool at the moment. Who else? Zidane has been a free agent for a little while. There must be a reason why
don't want to come to England.
He doesn't want to come to England. I think he wants the French job.
Who else is there?
Allegri.
Maximiliano Allegri, I don't think Liverpool are gonna want him.
Well,
I
this be
heard
a
a
completely
rumor.
different style. It'll
I
be a
heard a
completely
rumor.
different style.
And it's
I heard
definitely not gonna be Xavi. He's a new coach as well, more or less.
Yeah,
I heard a
with respect, it's a different style, and it won't suit Liverpool.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to say his name. I was going to say Diego Simeone is going to be available soon, but I don't think he doesn't suit Liverpool. Completely opposite to Atletico Madrid. The
Yeah.
fans will just kick him out.
I heard that Klopp's number 2 might take on the job.
No, the whole team's going.
Oh, the whole team's
Yeah, they're all going. They're all going. Yeah.
Okay. Because that apparently that was the rumor, and if he did take on the job, technically it would be still be the school of Klopp, innit? But
Look at
No,
what
they're,
happened. Look at what
they're
happened.
all going still.
Look at what happened, Puz, with Graham Potter. Arguably, Chelsea is completely different model to Liverpool.
Right.
Obviously, Chelsea bring
Oh,
in the players. Yeah, they don't. There's different structures at different clubs. De Zerbi has come out several times and say, I don't buy the players. I don't pick the players. They're given to me. Graham Potter had that at Chelsea as well. Chelsea do all the buying. Chelsea buy all the players, right? They don't really consult the manager too much. But it flopped massively. Graham Potter didn't work out, right? All I'm saying is what if Xabi Alonso comes in because he's new and he can't deal with it? Because we've seen it. He can't deal with it. He can't whatever. He needs more time. That's why I think that they'll just want someone they can trust more, someone who's got more of a record. And you have to be able to play that Liverpool way. That's why I think someone like, with respect, De Zerbi, attractive style of football, used to working under a
this is
structure,
the thing, isn't it?
worked in the Prem.
Klopp is the one that's made the Liverpool way for the past 7 or 8 years, or
Yeah.
however long he's been there. Like, it wasn't the Liverpool way before.
But again, when he first went into Liverpool, look where Liverpool were. Similar
this
to
is-
Arsenal, right? They
and
were
this is
dogged.
what I'm trying to say.
They
This
were
is what I'm-
dogged. So
this is what I'm trying to say. It takes time.
time.
It
But
takes
Liverpool
time.
won't give that no more because of the success that they've had. If
No,
you don't,
Chris, they won't give it no more because of the success, and they won't give it no more because of the team he's left. That's not a bad team.
no, that's the whole point. That's the whole point. That's the reason why United fans were so vexed when we brought in Moyes, because we just won the league. Like that team was a good team.
But I'll be honest
Like,
with you, though, the difference with that team is I think Fergie did set Moyes up. That team was a good team, but it was a team that was on a
it was an
decline.
aging team, but it wasn't a team that's finishing mid-table, bro. Like that
no
team
way,
would still challenge for the league. In fact, I would love that team with the age that they are. I would love that team back right now.
Yeah.
Evra, Van Persie, Rooney, Vidic. Come
But
on, wow.
I think another thing as well, yeah, not to stick on Man United, it's Moyes. You're looking at that
that's what
team. Yeah, you're looking at that team that was full of accolades. So for them, it was like,
what you're doing is you're giving a roast dinner to a baby.
And that's
too much food on the plate there, bro.
Yeah,
ain't happening.
It's not gonna happen, man.
Overwhelmed. So anyway, like what I want to get into, because we kind of touched on it. It's a shame that Smilez can't be here, because what does this mean for the rest of us? Okay, Arsenal and Man United are like, we all know what City are gonna do. City are just gonna continue on their trajectory. For Manchester United, for me, with what we're doing at the moment and the transition we're in with the structure, I think this is, like you said, Puz, a huge opportunity now for the likes of United, Arsenal, Chelsea, Aston Villa, Tottenham. The top four is blown wide open now, right? You can say next season, Arsenal, City are going to be in top four. Those other two places, you'd have put Liverpool there, but Newcastle, Spurs, Villa, United, Chelsea.
It's even the way it's looking, I don't even know for Newcastle right now, man.
No, yeah, Newcastle up at the moment. No, but I'm talking about Spurs. I'm talking about next season, right? When Liverpool,
That's what I'm saying. Even next season, like sorry to say this, they might have to get rid of Eddie Howe.
Yeah. No, you're not wrong. They have big financial issues at the moment. Kieran Trippier and Almiron are basically gonna be sold to generate some money. FFP. FFP's coming in hard.
FFP's done everyone in, pause.
Remember,
Pause.
I said this to everyone. Yeah, I said FFP was a situation where I knew they was gonna attack the smaller teams than the bigger teams. And the reason why I said that, and a lot of people say, "Nah, Simon, man, you're chatting crap." I'm saying FFP. The reason why they was able to do that to Everton and Nottingham Forest is because, not to be rude, yes, they are big clubs, but they're not as big as
They're
the
not
Man
big clubs.
City. You know, they're big clubs in the way of they're in the Premier League, but they're not as big as the likes of the Man Cities, the Chelseas. The resources those two clubs have is crazy to the amount of resource Nottingham Forest and Everton have. And the honest truth is, I think it's just a warning to the bigger clubs to say, "Know what, guys, we're coming for you. We're going to give you that chance to do what you lot need to do to make this situation go away."
But this is the thing, they might change the rules next year.
Hey, they might, they
It's
will.
so done.
No, they
It's,
will.
it's in the works.
They
At the
will.
end of the day, the big clubs are being affected because Arsenal were only able to get Declan Rice for 100 mil because they finished second, right? And United, our revenue, we're the fourth richest club in the world against the latest rich list, £650 million that we made last year. Okay, our wage bill and debt are like there. Like we've got about
But
£80
Chris,
million.
Chris,
So it is
no,
affecting the big club, Sim. It's
no,
affecting the big
no,
clubs.
Chris. Alright. When I mean
Especially when nobody's buying.
okay, Chris. When I mean
Nobody.
it's affecting the big clubs. Yeah, it's
We're not getting
affecting
the points reductions.
yeah. And another thing is, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Unless this 115 lands on City, please.
No, no.
Please.
No,
Please.
but Chris, as I'm trying to say, yeah, it's in their best interest for it not to land on City. Does that make sense? That's why they're changing. That's why I think they're changing the rules, because
I get it.
you know what I'm trying to say. Basically, if it lands on these type of big teams and they're not allowed to kind of flex their muscles in the way that they will, our league no longer becomes that league anymore. It becomes that.
You know I'm making this face because Sim, you're a prick. How can you? You know I'm
Yeah,
trying to say
no,
because
no, no.
you're talking facts. It's facts. It's true.
Yeah,
It's true.
because
But it's
our
like
league no
they would.
longer becomes.
You shouldn't be allowed to say that, but it's true. It's
Yeah,
true.
but
It's
I
true.
get no, Chris. I know what you. Believe it or not, I know I'm off camera. I know what you mean. But for me,
Yeah.
this is why I said to a lot of people, I know why they've targeted these lower teams first, because they're just basically saying, look, it's a real thing. And as Paz said, they're in the process of changing it. And the reason why they're in the process of changing it, they're basically saying to you guys, look, we might hit you with something. However, it might not as be as detrimental how it might be detrimental to the likes of Everton and Nottingham Forest. And they're probably saying, no, what? All right, cool. We're going to sort it out. The honest truth is, yes, as you said, Chris, the debt between Man United's wages and what you've made, yeah, it's debt. But let's be honest, you're one of the richest clubs in the world. You've been kind of functioning like that for the past 5 years. If you know what I'm trying to say, Chris, you've been functioning like that. So now, all of a sudden, why is it becoming a situation? Because FFP's decided to put their nose round and say, no, what? We're the FFP police. We need to sort this out because it's no longer fair. And I hear a lot of people, because a lot of people saying, yeah, we're right. I'm happy this is
You with
happening.
him, Puz? Are you a bit like? I'm a bit like.
No, go
Is
and
it
finish
because
your point.
FFP's been around a while? That's what I'm thinking.
Yes, but they haven't enforced anything. This is the first time we've actually seen clubs actually been scared. How long has FFP been about for? And most people are like, oh
It's been
yeah,
around
that's
a
it.
while. It's been around a while, and
Yeah, but
loads of clubs have been affected though. Since Barca have been
okay. I'm
like
talking about Premier League, not
Do you know
Barca.
how much they made last year, Chris? I don't understand the Barca
they're third
situation.
richest. Yeah, third
No,
richest. So
it
it's
don't make
Yeah, but
sense.
third
look,
richest. Yeah.
you lot got to understand that the third richest, but they've basically sold the club like not to be rude. If you're rich enough, you could probably buy a stake in Barca right now. Not to take the piss, probably could.
Yeah, the amount of levers that they activated. Yeah,
And this is
yeah,
what
yeah.
I'm trying to say. What people,
They've had to get mad creative.
and this is what I'm trying to say. What people don't understand is those levers eventually come back. You eventually have to pay some of that back. The fact that they're not doing well as well and they're not winning anything is mounting up. Hence why you're seeing it with FFP and Newcastle. Remember, if FFP wasn't about, Newcastle will officially be one of the richest clubs in
They
the
are
world.
on paper the richest
No,
club
they
in the
are.
world,
They
but
are
they
the
can't
richest club.
operate.
Facts. They are the richest.
It's true, you're right though, but it's not like that Abu Dhabi can just go, here's a bill.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to
Saudi
say.
Arabia.
My bad.
Saudi
Abu
Arabia.
Dhabi's city in it, sorry.
Yeah.
They can't do that. So for me, as I said, you've got to understand the situation that's at
That's
hand.
the king.
You've got to understand the situation at hand. I think how they're dealing with the situation is very delicately in a way of they're looking at the smaller clubs to say, look, know what?
Man.
I know it's a bit of we're picking on you. However, we're just giving these bigger teams times to sort out. Let's be real.
Let's kick. I hear what you're saying, Sim, as well, but let's kick on because we've dived into that from Liverpool. What I was just trying to say a little bit before earlier, like, what does it mean for the other teams? Puz, what does it mean for Arsenal now? Sorry to take this back, Sim, because I hear what you were just saying there. Yeah. So, Puz, what do you think this means for Arsenal now?
More pressure.
Second in the league, isn't it?
No, more pressure.
Consistently fighting for second and third.
Pause. I'm telling you, it's more pressure.
Until no, but it's my opinion, isn't it? It's until until we get more money, we'll get better players.
Until his
City
opinion doesn't sound stupid, does it?
City has still got 2 squad for the players. So, and we haven't. We've only got 1 squad. Liverpool have got a squad and a half. Chelsea have probably got 2 squads, but they just don't know how to use their 2 squads.
Yeah.
And who else is there? Tottenham have got 1 squad, as we've seen.
I'd say we've got.
Injuries.
I'd say we've got 1.2 squad at United.
Newcastle don't really. Yeah, have a squad. So for the rest of the Premier League, I don't know. I feel like it means it's going to be more. It's already competitive between everyone else, but I don't know. I think Pep just has to go to sleep for a season or two for anyone to even actually think about winning the league.
It is becoming a bit of a
I do feel Kevin De Bruyne is coming to the end of his time, though.
Yeah, 100%. But look at his age. That's
30,
kind of
32. Was he 33? 32.
But for me, Bernardo Silva is arguably their best player right now.
This season,
100%.
Even last season, the guy is amazing.
He was incredible last season, but you can't take away from he didn't make top 3 Ballon d'Or. You can't take away from 53 goals Haaland or 18 assists in 3 months from KDB. Like, Bernardo Silva is one of the biggest cogs in that machine, but he's not the biggest. This season, yes, Bernardo Silva's been their best player by far.
So I feel like Pep has to. We've seen this season that they're vulnerable. KDB goes. I'm gonna say KDB goes down the pan where they've been more vulnerable, but he's been missing for most of the season.
Exactly.
And
I was gonna say, like, you don't need Haaland or KDB. Like, they're still, bro.
No one's even talking about the fact that they don't have Haaland right now. You know, we're not even talking about that.
Yeah, but you got to understand. You're saying no one's talking the fact that they don't have.
It's the system of play that this guy implements, bruv. He is a madman.
Cool.
I was watching Frank Lampard talk about him on. He was talking about him on Gary Neville's podcast with Ian Wright and that.
Ian Wright and Roy Keane.
Frank Lampard more or less said it. He was just like, yeah, Pep is just in a league of his own. Like, he said it. He's like, yeah, Pep's just in the league of his own, and he just does his own thing, and the rest of us just have to catch up. He literally said that on the pod.
But can I ask you something here? And I want you to be honest here.
Let's be quick because we got to get on to the next one. Go.
Alright, cool. Quick one, yeah. Is he in a league of his own, yeah? Or is he fortunate? And I'm playing devil advocate, by the way, Paz, for you punch me up, yeah? Is he just fortunate to have great squads?
Bit of both.
He's picked those squads.
Bit of both.
He's picked the squads.
I'm just putting that out there for both of you.
No. He's picked the squads. He's picked the tactics. It's all him. Like, when people say, oh, he's had great players, bro, he made these players great.
Yep, I agree. So
I agree with you.
We're talking about 2 of the greatest footballing sides are his. That's not because of the players. That's because of the system, the style
But
of play that he implements.
But I think a lot of neutral fans will just say, "Oh yeah, but he just
Yeah, but
managed
they
great
don't
squad."
understand football, bro. I just feel like people don't understand football, bro.
And I'm
Genuinely.
trying to say, as a chairman, if I was a fellow chairman and I was able to get Pep Guardiola, I'll go and get him because I've looked at his work and I'm thinking that's the type of football I want to play. He's gonna win, and he's great, isn't it? That's how I would look at it from a business perspective. Am I lying, Chris?
You're not wrong, but you have to have the checkbook.
Yeah, that's what I said. If I was one of those chairmen, that's what I said.
Mm.
If I was like
Mm.
let's say a Bayern or a Man City or let's even say a
Mm.
Real Madrid, that's the type of coach I'm looking to go and get because
Yep.
I'm able to get number one, and number two, look at his work. His work talks for itself. That's what I'm trying to
The
say.
CV is impeccable.
Yeah. So for
No, to
me,
answer,
it's like I can't. That's why I always say to. That's why I put it to you and Paz. I was like, do you think it's that? Because I think a lot of people don't understand is you're not gonna see a Pep manage, let's say, at Everton. That's just impossible. Like, not trying to say, but people are like, oh yeah, but why can't he? I'm like, you're just not gonna
but
see
He's
shut
a
that.
up.
great
What's wrong with
manager.
you? But
Why is he
shut
gonna
up.
go to Everton?
Shut up. Exactly. People who
Yeah,
say that are stupid.
He's a
I ain't
great
got time
manager.
for
Why is
it.
he gonna
Like,
go to
you
Everton? Why
don't
is he
know a
gonna
league
go to
ball. Shut
a
up.
rubbish team? Sorry,
Exactly. Be
I shouldn't
quiet.
say
Be
rubbish
quiet.
team, but
They
come on,
are.
the guy's got pedigree, bro, man. The guy's one of the greatest managers ever.
They
Why am I gonna
are.
go to Everton?
Lewis Hamilton's not going to go drive for
Listen,
Renault. It's not
yeah,
happening.
the only
yeah. It's not.
reason Ancelotti went to Everton was because of Usmanov, and I'm not gonna say anything else.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's it. I don't
yeah,
even need words, Paz. Look,
yeah,
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna say anything else, innit? I said I'm
let's
not gonna
move
say anything
on.
else.
Let's move on. Let's move that.
I
Answer
don't
your
even know if they're
question.
gonna ban the video because I said his name on there, bro.
Cha cha cha. Exactly. Anyway, Sim, let me answer your question really quickly. I agree with the man here. Yeah,
yeah,
definitely, it's because of Pep. Okay. I think it's both.
yeah.
I think he has had the monies, and I think he has had the things, but he's also made these players and these squads. To back that up, I don't think you might get a similar product with Arteta, but I don't think you'll get the same results. I
I
chose
agree.
my words carefully.
I agree.
If you put Arteta in charge of City, I think if Eric Ten Hag had the City squad, nothing the same. Nothing the same. Not getting the same results, team, nothing.
Yeah,
Nah.
Ancelotti,
Bro, like
no.
this guy,
Conte,
before Carl Walker joined Man City, man did not rate him, bro. Let's all be honest. He was just quick.
no, it's not. It's not just about what he's brought to the players. It is the system as well. And what I'm
yeah,
trying to
Yeah.
say is, he yes, he handpicks. Let's take Bernardo Silva, the hottest guy. Pause. The best football player in the team
yeah,
at the moment. Let's take him out, okay, and let's put him in Arsenal or United or Chelsea or whatever. Is it the same? But not. No, it's not. He's still the same player, but are you getting the same out of him? Are you getting the same output? No, you're not. Pep does that. Pep
yeah.
utilizes him. Pep takes him to level. Pep gets in the most out of him. No one else
When
does that.
Pep plays him out of position, everyone's confused, and then they
It's like
see him.
I would say this
Right.
about I would say this because I think he's world class, but I would say it about Dennis Bergkamp. Okay, take Dennis Bergkamp out of that incredible Arsenal team, pop him into for Alex Ferguson, give him to who was a big team, Jose Mourinho at the time. Yeah, cool. You're not getting the same Dennis Bergkamp. You get a great player, but you're not getting the same. Do you understand? There are managers that which are able to get the best out of those players at the time. So yes, he needs the millions, but it's also him. So we've spent £1 billion, but we've done nothing with it. So it's not just spending money, right? You gotta get the guy to
They
get it.
spent more than Pep,
Yeah, since Sir Alex, yes, since Sir Alex, but
way more than
Pep's not
Pep,
Pep.
and
If
they
you compare the
won
time Pep's been
FA
in
Cup
charge to
and
the time
Europa League.
United have been, we've not spent more. But anyway, let's move on now because I think, like I said at the start of the show, as big, maybe some would argue.